A penalty is the closest thing football has to a free goal. The goal is 7 1/3 meters wide, and the keeper has to guess, because the ball arrives faster than he can react. And yet at the World Cup, shootout penalties are scored only about 70% of the time. Nearly 1 in 3 is thrown away. The strange part is not that players miss. It is when they miss. Here is the short answer. Most penalty misses have very little to do with the goalkeeper. They have to do with what the kick means. Researchers watched video of every penalty shootout ever held in the World Cup, the European Championship and the Champions League. 36 shootouts. 359 kicks. Then they sorted those kicks by what was at stake. Score, and your team wins right there. Or miss, and your team loses right there. The kicks that could win it went in 92% of the time. The kicks that could lose it went in 62. Same 12 yards. Same guessing keeper. A 30-point gap made entirely out of meaning. Now the strange part. That gap is not fatigue, and it is not skill. An earlier study went through 409 shootout kicks from the World Cup, the European Championship and Copa America, going back to 1976. It weighed 3 explanations against each other. How important the kick was, how skilled the taker was, and how tired he was. Importance predicted the outcome. Skill and fatigue barely did. The pressure was doing the damage. So what does pressure actually change? Not the legs. The seconds before the kick. The same researchers found 2 tells on the video, and both of them are things a player does to feel better right now. The first is looking away. The taker turns his gaze from the goalkeeper while he waits. The second is rushing. He puts the ball down and strikes it quickly, cutting the wait short. Both are ways of escaping the moment. And both showed up more often on exactly the kicks where a miss would lose the shootout. Think about what that means. At the biggest moment of his career, the player is not trying to score. He is trying to make it stop. That is avoidance motivation. It is a very poor state of mind for hitting a small target on purpose. There is a crueler version of this, and it happens to the best players in the world. One study followed takers across their careers and marked the moment each of them won a major individual award. The kind that names you the best player on the planet. Before the award, those players scored 89% of their shootout penalties. After it, 65. Same players. Same technique. The only thing that changed was how much the world expected of them. Fame does not protect you from pressure. It hands the pressure an audience. Now, where do these misses actually go? For that, look at the geometry. The goal is 7.32 meters wide and 2.44 meters high. A keeper starting in the middle cannot physically cover the top corners. A ball placed high and wide is, for practical purposes, unsavable. At World Cups, every single penalty aimed at the top third of the goal has been scored. So why does anyone aim anywhere else? Because unsavable and reachable are 2 very different questions. A study published this year measured over 4,000 competitive penalties, plus 1,000 more kicks in a laboratory, and matched where players aimed against how accurate those players actually were. For a taker with excellent precision, the top corner is the right target. Around 86%. For a taker whose kicks scatter, aiming at that same corner is a mistake. He does better lower, and closer to the middle. The correct penalty is not a spot on the goal. It is a spot relative to your own accuracy. And here is the trap that closes the loop. Pressure is precisely the thing that ruins precision. The kick that matters most is the kick you are least able to place. So the taker goes for the corner he could hit in training, and puts it over the bar. Or he plays it safe, low, and central, where even a guessing keeper still has a leg in the way. So here is the fact to take with you. In the shootout data, a penalty to win goes in 92% of the time. The identical penalty, with defeat on the line, goes in 62%. The goal does not shrink. The keeper does not get better. Only the meaning changes. And the man most likely to feel that weight is usually the biggest name on the pitch. Which usually means the most expensive one. Which opens a stranger question. That 100 million fee everyone quotes for him? Almost nobody ever pays it the way you think.